Well, good morning, everybody. Happy. Always like to start the morning out with a nice, good wheelie. It's a little windy today. I don't know if you can hear that. Oh, it is sketchy. Yeah, that's a little sketchy for wheelies when it's windy. Yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well. We're just going to head up and check out the snow conditions. Hopefully they lifted quite a bit. So when you guys are booking these roads like this and hauling a good speed, I cut these corners as close as I feel comfortable to the side. You always got to think that the other guy's going to be in the middle lane. You know, it could be another motorcycle, or actually two things you should watch for: animals, which I'm always looking way down the road, and other vehicles, or motorcycles, cars, quads especially. I always hug as tight as I feel comfortable in my lane, and it's saved me a couple times, believe it or not, because I've come around the corner before and there's been guys way over into my lane. So you always got to pay attention for that. So first time of the year for me to come up on this side of the mountain. This is the east side. Never eat shredded wheat. Yeah, the east side of the valley. You can see the little yellow buttercup thingies, whatever those flowers are called. That's how you know spring's right around the corner. Still got a bit of a whistle in the carb. I'm not sure. I might go to a bigger pod filter. It's not annoying. Like, it doesn't bother me, and it's not all the time actually. It's just at certain temperatures, I think. Or oh, look at that big. What is that? A rooster? What on earth? Oh, he's the boss too. He's coming at me. Yeah, we'll leave him be. Let's just book her up the side of the mountain here. Good thing I'm on an XR. It likes to book up the side of mountains. Woo! What are we at here? Let me look on my GPS. 3,000 feet. I figured it would start around 3,000, 3,500. Going up to one of my favorite little spots up here. I actually bring my remote control cars. So front wheel in the air. Bring my remote control cars. I don't know if any. Let me know in the description, or let me know below in the comments, you guys, if any of you guys do the little remote control car thing. I got quite a few of them. It's actually a pretty fun hobby. I mainly do it for the exercise. I enjoy building them too, but we take the crawlers out and we go chase them all over the mountains with a whole group of us. And this is one of our favorite spots. You can see all the rock here. This is where I also do my a lot of my how-to videos. Look at this beautiful rock up here. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? But yeah, nice lookout spot to have a Red Bull type of drink. I don't drink a lot of those, but one or two on the weekends. Alrighty, you guys. Just a few hill climb tips. We're gonna go up that rutted up one there. It's a bit more gnarly. Just hit it with confidence, you guys. That's the number one thing I always tell people. I always try and wheelie the gnarlier stuff. You know, if there's some rocks, I'll show you this. See that stuff? See this gnarly rock here? Watch. Kind of just put it into a bit of a wheelie, and then it just kind of smooths it out. Oh yeah, here we go with the snow. But yeah, if you kind of hit that gnarly stuff with what am I trying to say? Like the front tire is always going to wash out on you on even a bicycle or a dirt bike or, you know, anything. It's going to wash out. So try and hit that gnarly stuff, you know, with the front end very light, preferably in the air if you feel confident. That's kind of a sort of a sketchy maneuver in a way, I guess, but that's what I've done my whole life. For, you know, if you watch the really high level guys like Graham Jarvis, you know, when they hit rocks and logs and they put that front end really light, and then they kind of pick a spot on the obstacle to hit, and then kind of, you know, it just, anywho, here comes the ice. This stuff is mega sketchy. I don't mind snow, but ice is a whole nother challenge. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Don't sit down for that stuff. You got much more control standing. I'm sure everybody knows that already. My favorite word for teaching people stuff on bikes is confidence. There's really no, once you lose your confidence, it's a whole other thing. If you don't feel confident, just simply don't do it, or try something a little, you know, simpler, not quite so difficult. So yeah, we're at 3,300 right now, about 3,400 feet. And I'm actually coming around the side of the mountain here. Here's a sketchy scenario. Just kind of wheelie over that stuff. Whoa, that's definitely slick. Yeah, we're coming around, you know, the more shady area. So I think my travels are done as far as elevation. Ooh, oh my gosh, look at the size of those footprints. Oh yeah, of course I forgot my bear spray. Oh, look at this. I thought this might happen. I might fast forward a clip or two here, you guys. This might be a little long and boring for you guys, but I was hoping I could ride up to the cliff today. And it looks like I might be able to, if this isn't too greasy. Momentum, momentum, momentum. And surprise, what on earth are all those rocks doing there? It's weird. Well, this is an unbelievable surprise, you guys. We are actually going to get right up to the cliff. My infamous cliff in my area that I absolutely love. This video might get a bit long-winded, you guys, so stick around. I got lots more spots to show you guys. The quest today is to find out where my riding stops as far as the snow goes. Oh, look at the size of that bird up there. Is that a crow? That's a weird place for a crow to sit. Oh, no, he's good. Okay, here, I'm about to turn around, you guys. Prepare to be impressed, because I'm even impressed every time I do this. Not too pretty bad, eh? So here's something interesting, you guys. I was just putting my stuff away, getting ready to take off, and I looked across the ravine. You probably can't see that on this little action camera, but on the side of the cliff over there, it looks like somebody spray painted. It almost looks like a cave. I'll splice in a picture right now I took with my digital camera. That's the oddest thing I've ever seen, and I've been here a million times and I don't recall seeing that. So there is a road that comes down the other side, something I might have to explore. But that's the weird, and it almost kind of looks like a trail coming down. Weird, like super weird. Huh, interesting. I'll show you guys another scenario here. This is actually where I almost got smoked on my bike by another rider. I was actually doubling someone too. See the rise in the road? You can't see what's on the other side. I was hugging my side like I always do, hug as far as you can. And another rider was past the middle line on my side, you know, probably just a young kid just giving her, just like I used to, but I used to pay attention. Boy, he missed me by like millimeters. So yeah, watch for those rises. It even helps to stand. You get a bit better vantage point. I think one of the best tips I can give you guys for riding this frozen snowy stuff is hold your lines straight as much as you can. And try and read the terrain, you know, like don't try and go up the side of a, you know, a rut or whatever, because it's just not going to happen. Try and ride in the bottom of the ruts and hold your line straight as best you can. Goes back to that whole C word that I always say, confidence. See if we can wheelie over some of this nasty wheel in the air, turn throttle. Here's my wheelie tip of the video. Okay, I'm almost done with the snow. So there's a log across the trail. Trail's covered in ice and snow. First advice is just go up to it, get off your bike and walk it over if you're not confident. But if you are a little bit more confident, rather than trying to hit that log square, well, it's not square, it's on an angle, so that would cause your front tire to wash out. Normally I'd crack the throttle or blip it just to wheelie over that. Here's something else you guys can do. Just turn your wheel slightly at a right angle to the right to create the 90 degree. That's what I, lean into it, I guess you could say. Just to, because you always want to cross wet logs at 90 degrees. Because they'll put you on your head faster than you can say, ouch. But yeah, if you just lean into it or turn into it, it'll create a better 90 degree than when they're on an angle like that, because they're kind of sketchy like that. Same with ruts. I always do that, you drive into the rut as opposed to trying to ride up on the side of the rut. You got to if I'm going to cross, like here's a greasy, muddy one, watch. So rather than trying to do that sketchy, like you're going to kind of turn into it and kind of just hit it with some confidence and a little momentum. You can usually wheelie over them too. Yeah, beauty day. Okay, here's boy, this video is just chock full of tips. We're gonna, instead of taking the dirt side down, we're gonna take the big deep rut here that's full of ice and snow. Oh, and it's got ice bridges on it. Oh, here's a huge one. Go up on the side, drop down in. Oh my goodness, this one gets huge. So if you get down in something like that, you guys, we're gonna go down in it, which is, I don't advise, but some people do. Gonna have to just ride it out. This one's about the same height as my seat, as you can tell. And then we're gonna get into some super deep snow. Let's try and ride the valley gully. Is that what it, whoa! Holy! Try and ride the high side of these deep ones. Oh my goodness, that was a good test of your basically, in a nutshell, don't do that. But I know we all get trapped in ruts and stuff, so you kind of got to ride them out sometimes. This is a good loose little downhill here, you guys. I actually did a how-to on the 690 going down that one just to help a few of you guys out. Here's a super deep rut. Let's play with it. Most people don't like downhills, never mind the rocky, loose ruts. But you should always try and challenge yourself, but when I say that, you should don't ride over your head, slowly get into, I rode for a long time, 45 years I've been riding, and half of that probably at a professional level. So that's why I'm trying to give you guys some tips and pointers to help you out. It's one of the things about my YouTube channel is I try not to be just a boring vlog channel. I like to, you know, provide a few tips here and there. Ooh, that was actually pretty fun. If you guys saw what I used to do, you probably wouldn't even believe me. I used to jump semis with truck and trailers and several cars, a row of motorhomes, and hang off the bike with no hands. Now when I jump 1 or 2 feet in the air, it's a whole big thing for me. Isn't that funny how life goes? Hear that? Brop! Land with the power on. When you land with the power on, it helps pull the suspension out in a straight line rather than just letting it compress. You'll hear most top level riders, motocross guys, they're pretty much always landing wide open. Easy peasy.